Looking at the class designer and class selector. Now, the reason I'm looking at these two devices at the same time is because they are very connected to each other. So, further ado, let's get into this, shall we? So first, let's go to all options, and you're going to see a lot of overlap with the team and settings inventory device. You're going to see a lot of overlap with that. So, class identifier, it's like a separate team in a way. So you can have up to 254 as you just saw, or you can have team 7, you can have team 20, your choice. Class name, you can change it to what you want. Class description, change it to what you want. Grant items on respawn, pretty much when you die, you will respawn with those items. Equip granted item, pretty much just means when you spawn in, do you equip the first item straight away? Do you equip the second one, the fourth item, the whatever item? You can have it so you can actually see this device in game or not. So you can have it on no or yes. Pretty much on or off. So we'll have it on no, which pretty much just means you can't see it in game. Initial weapon ammo pretty much just means how much ammo does the magazine have. Does it have like 14 and like extra bullets because of that, or will it have like a lot? Spare weapon ammo, basically ammo that you can use to reload with, unless you know you gave a lot more in this. One that goes above the magazine size. Start with pickaxe, pretty much. Do you want people to have a pickaxe, or do you want people to not have a pickaxe? No, yes, or don't override. When it says don't override, basically what it means is the island settings, which I will not get into the island settings whatsoever unless you guys really want it, because that is like an entire 40-minute long video I would have to record, and that is too much talking. So, invincibility, you can have on or off. Starting health percentage, you can have at 1%, 50%, or 100%. I don't know why no 75%, but, you know, some people are different. Don't know why I know 25 or 75%, that's very strange. Max health goes up to 10,000 or just 1. Allow health recharge, basically just regenerate health, you can have that on or off. So when you take damage, you recharge a lot of your health. Health recharge amount, pretty much how much you would recharge a second. I think you can like recharge 5 health per second. I think it's actually faster than a second, I'm going to be honest. Starting shield percentage, pretty much same as max health. Pretty much same as health percentage, max health. Allow health recharge delay, health recharge amount. It's the exact same. And then overshield is more of the same. Overshield max, delay rate. And then you have movement multiplier, which pretty much just means how fast do you want people to go if they go into this class. Let's make them go double the speed, shall we? And you can have sprinting on or off. We're gonna have sprinting on. You can have more options for sprinting. We're gonna show them. We'll have a speed multiplier. We're going to increase that to 11. That is really a lot. I hope you know that. You're about to see how much that is. Energy max, pretty much just the max amount of energy people have. 100 is like standard, I think. So yeah, or you can have don't override, or 75, 20. It's up to you. Energy recharge amount, same as health recharge, same as like health recharge delay. It's the exact same. Allow sliding, pretty much allow sliding on or off. Do you want players to slide or not? Allow slide kick, pretty much when you can slide kick through doors or players off mountains. Really fun if you ever pull it off. Allow shoulder bashing, basically sprint into a door and bash open the door when you're sprinting. Allows for more fluid gameplay. Instant reload, pretty much it gets rid of the entire reload animation and you can just start shooting again. Infinite reserve ammo, pretty much just infinite ammo. Infinite consumables, pretty much just means do you want the player to have infinite consumables like infinite bandages, infinite medkits, infinite grenades, up to you. You can have infinite building materials, pretty much just build as long as they want. Eliminated players' items. When a player dies, do you delete the items? Do they get to keep them when they respawn? Do they drop the items and the enemy can pick up the items? It's all up to you. Eliminated players' resources, it's the exact same with player items, and same with player items here. These three are pretty much the same. Full damage, pretty much it's full damage. Do you want to die when you fall or do you not? On or off, simple. Gravity, normal, low, very low, high, very high. Basically, low gravity or high gravity or normal gravity if you're a normal human being. You know, I will admit, very high gravity is great for zombie maps because it allows players not to cheese the damn zombies. Make sure you always keep high gravity. You turn on the highest gravity option for zombie maps. Jump fatigue, pretty much when you jump over and over again for a long time, you will just like fatigue and you can't jump anymore, like not as well. Allow mantling, it's pretty much when you climb over stuff. Mantling more options, yes, let's show them. Mantling minimum height, you can have the minimum height be very low or high. Not even very high, just high. Mantling minimum height in water, same as this, both it's in water. Allow hurdling, pretty much just means can you mantle over small objects. Very good for fluid gameplay, yet again. It gives a bit more fluidity to the gameplay and a lot less stiff. Player flight, can the player fly on or off? Don't ask why you would want that. There's a lot of reasons why you would and a lot of reasons why you wouldn't. Always show nameplates. Yeah, pretty much. Do you want players to never see nameplates? Do you want them to not show nameplates? Do you want them to show to enemy players, to everyone? You know, to friendly only? It's all up to you. Limit nameplate max distance. Pretty much just how far can the people see your nameplate. Like, what's the maximum distance until they can't see anymore? You can make it to like 1,500 as you just saw, or you can make it so there is no max distance, and as soon as they see you, boom, as soon as they see you, they see you. There's no nameplate. Nameplate line of sight, pretty much when you are on the line of sight of someone, can you see their nameplate? Hide behind obstacles, pretty much just won't show it unless they're in person. It's weird. It's strange to explain. But you'll understand it if you mess around with it with a friend, because you're only going to see this with someone else. Focus angle. Yet again, a very strange setting, but I never touched focus angle. If you want to, you can. I'm not going to explain it. You can mess around with it. Just be careful if you do, because it can very much make the entire like player nameplate very buggy. Focus time. Pretty much how long does a player have to be looking at the player until it shows their nameplate. Show voice indicator, pretty much when someone's talking. Do you just not show when they're talking? Do you always show to the enemy team, to everyone, to hostiles, to everyone, to party members? I don't know. Yeah. Show player health indicator, pretty much just shows players' health indicators above players' heads. You can make it so enemies can see how low an enemy can see how low the enemy someone can see how low the enemy's health bar is. Or you can have it for team only, or you can have that for everyone can see everyone's health bar, or never. Display health for all players, pretty much when you're playing like duos, trios, squads or more, you'll see like a bunch of players' health and name tags on the top left of your screen. That's what it's talking about, where it says display health for all players. Glider redeploy, it's very simple, it's glider redeploy. Do you want players to be able to redeploy their glider in the air, or do you want them to die to full damage, or just full? Down but not out, it's pretty much just when you get knocked. So do you want it to be the default system, the classic system, or the off, or just have it off, or the improved system? Drop reboot card on elimination. It just means do you want players to drop a reboot card when they're eliminated? Because if you can have that on or off, then there's the reboot van that you can use to reboot players. Allow building, none, buildings only, traps only, all. Pretty much just allow building, simple. Like, do you want people to build or not? Or do you want them to only use traps? Or building only and no traps? Or just don't build at all? Respawn time, you can have up to 30 seconds if you're cruel, or you can be reasonable and do like 1 second, or 10 seconds max. Spawn limit, how many times until they can't spawn. You can make it so they die 10 times and then they can't spawn anymore. Spawn location, you can have so they just don't spawn. You can just be an a-hole, just make it so they don't spawn, simple. Current location, so when you start the game, where you're standing before the game starts, that's where you will be when the game starts. You can just spawn in the sky and fly down, or you can use spawn pads like a reasonable human being. You're reasonable, aren't you? You're reasonable, come on, let's be honest, you're reasonable. Health granted on elimination, pretty much a siphon. How much health do you want to get back when you kill someone? You can make it so that you get 10,000 health back, and 999 wood, and 999 stone, 999 metal, and 999 gold granted on every elimination. You can make it so the maximum building resources is 99,999, or you can make it so there is no building resources, and you can't build because building sucks. It's all about you, Sweat. I hate you. Pick a different skin once in a while. Definitely give you a fresh smell. Allow item drop, pretty much just allow players to drop their items or not. Like, do you want players to be able to drop an item or not? Simple, yes or no. Allow item pickup, same as item drop, but just when you drop it, do you want players to be able to pick it up? Yes or no. Harvest multiplier, pretty much how many resources you would originally get, and then times that by like 10 or 4 or 5, you know. Like, say if you get 5 wood every swing on this one tree, you times that by 2, you'd get 10 or 15, and then 20, and you can go way up here and get 100 per swing. Override spawn immunity time, you can put on yes, and you can put spawn immunity time. You can make it so people can have just be invincible for 720 seconds. I don't know why you'd want to do that. You're cruel if you do it, but also not. It's weird. Visible in, and then last one, visible in UI. Pretty much just, it's to do with the class selector UI, and yeah. Oh yeah, the class selector UI. Now, that's something else I've got to bring up now. I don't know how I forgot about this. Now, let's look at the actual, that's called class designer. And that's only 1/3 of this entire system. Don't worry, it's not that bad afterwards. So, all options, classes switch to, you want to make it so it matches. So I think it was class 20. Yeah, class identifier 20. Class is switched to 20. Send game start class changes at warm up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why you'd want to use this setting. I've never used it. It's never been any usefulness to me. But if you want to use it, go ahead and do it. Team to switch to, if you want to, you can make players switch team when they switch class as well. You can do that to team 5 or team 10 or team 7 or team 8. Yeah. Send game start to, you can, yeah, same as this. I've never used this device in my entire time using creative mode, like 6 years plus. I've never had to use it, and I don't plan to use it. Activating team. It's simple, like which team can activate this device, and then you can have time to switch to the device. So when you actually enter this volume, how long will it take for you to switch? You can do it so it takes like 2 seconds to switch, so players know which class they're going to get into. So yeah, respawn player on switch. Pretty much when they switch class, switch weapon, do they respawn or not, on or off? Restore health and shields and switch, pretty much just when you switch, where you where all your shields and stuff regenerate. Clear items on switch, so when you can make it so when you switch team or switch class, or if you just switch in general, it clears all your items. You can change the size of the volume to be gigantic. I do mean gigantic. Like, it's quite big for something like this. Like, you never need that much, but you can. Volume visible in game. Now, so it says visible during game and volume visible during game. So what this means is when it says visible during game on or off, what it means is this base. Will this base be that I'm hitting right now? Will this be visible or not? But when it says the volume, it's talking about the blue hologram on the outside. So I have this off and I have this on personally, but you can change it to what you want. And then you can change the colour to whatever you want. You don't really have a lot of options, if I'm going to be honest. It kind of sucks. But yeah, you have purple now. Because, I don't know, purple. You can change it to be related to team colour or the team relationship. So you can have it so it's like blue and then red and then goes to blue again or something like that if you want. You can enable during phase, so you can do gameplay only, pre-game only, or always. You should know this already, what enable during phases. Activation audio determines whether the class selector should play audio effects when activated. Just means it'll play like a little jingle, like very little. I don't know if you can call it a jingle, just a sound effect when you enter it. You hear that humming right now. That's the device. So if I was to turn this off, you can hear it now, can't you? You can hear the difference. Display, so you can display the visual effects on activation. So when you equip it, there'll be like a blue, like a quick blue highlight across your character for like a brief second when you switch. And then throttle class changes. Yeah, this is just to make it so the game runs smoothly. That's pretty much it. It's just more of a technical thing. So I'd say we have that on just to make the game better. And now that was only the class selector. We're over halfway, but now is the class selector UI. Ooh. So, enabled on or off, you can have it on or off, simple. Label, you have classes, loadouts, heroes, adventurers, warriors, characters, shopkeepers, fishfolk, townsfolk, monsters, aliens, soldiers, zombies, wizards, survivors, perks, custom label. And then you can have the custom singular label B. I don't know why you'd want to do it like that, but you can if you want. Custom plural label. Show pop-up UI. So it'll just show does it have to be manually activated for it to pop up on your screen, or does it just activate when you spawn in? Player can disable pop-up UI basically when the thing shows up on your screen. Players can just choose not to equip anything and just carry on their business. Pop-up auto select timer, pretty much how long you have until, you know, you can't see the pop-up anymore. Don't know why there has to be a timer, but yeah. Show and map key menu. Basically, it's just like a new tab that you can access and change your class from. Change on next respawn. So your class you can only change your class if you respawn. I think that's what it says. Oh, don't correct me. I know what I'm doing totally. I'm not trying to like do anything. Like yeah. I'm trying to be as lazy as possible. Show close button. Pretty much just can people exit it or not, on or off. Always grant items on respawn. I have on, but you can have it off. Show HUD message post pop UI. yeah, pretty much just shows a little message when after it's done. So let me show you a quick demonstration of how the hell this works in game. And yep. So that's how the entire class system works. I'm gonna be honest, that was a lot. I completely forgot about this device, so that went on for a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, I hope you guys learned like maybe one thing from this. Yeah, bye.